Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today playing Hogwarts Legacy once again, and we are going to do the Girl from Wagadu quest with Natty. Nothing exciting happened on the way down here, so we are starting right here at Lower Hogsfield. So
it is good to see you, my friend.
Let's speak to Natsei Onai.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They once think I found.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sirona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I'm glad to hear that, or this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Okay, so it looks...
How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
So we've done the Girl from Wagadu, however, there's a stranger that is shouting. So let's go and deal with that, and then we will discuss what we learnt in the quest, the Girl from Wagadu. So let's go over here.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You should never have
Okay. So this is going to be the Trials of Merlin quest, but we just need to
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
do some of this work ourselves,
Leviosa.
and we need to deal with these. There we go. So we've dealt with the Ashvinder scouts. So let's see what Nora has to say.
Watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, apparently there's someone else that we need to fight.
I'm not going anywhere.
You'll take this to become my dead body!
So let's go and fight these.
Clumsy little fool!
of brat.
Okay, we'll deal with the Ashwinder duelist. Nora should be dealing with the Ashwinder scout. Though not the greatest, so we've taken both of those out. So hopefully now we can speak to the character, Nora Treadwell.
Accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Let's speak to Nora Treadwell then.
You're right.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who's Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Research.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
How extraordinary.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe
Okay.
he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
So we've just been told about the Merlin trials, so how
I
fascinating.
can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay, so let's grab some Mallowsweet
trunk.
and see if we
Yes,
can...
take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so we'll use the Mallowsweet on here and we'll see if we can do this Merlin trial.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
It's a-
Now,
Merlin's beard!
I'd
the flames
say
make the pyre sink.
that we need to make these set alight. Is it just the 3? Yeah.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
So let's go and speak to Nora Treadwell after discovering the secrets of the Merlin trials.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Okay, so we've done the Trials of Merlin and the girl from Wagadu. I'll check that quest in a second. I'm just going to go stand here. So, we obviously learned about the poaching operation done by Rookwood and Harlow.
Young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Okay, we'll do that in a second. So obviously we've learned about the poaching operation run by Rookwood and Harlow that Natty wants to deal with. So that is going to be where we do the Nazi Onai friendship quests. Palpy Sweeting and Sebastian Seller will also have those quests. And we've also learnt about the Merlin trials, which as we go across them we will do those. But let's skip through the video until we are at Scrope's note in the courtyard. Okay. And let's get the mysterious note. Scrope knows about the book you found. Is it missing something? Scrope does not believe it is safe to speak out to the open. Scrope has left another note across the bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care. Tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
So, let's see. So we need to search for the next note, which is just at the end of this bridge. So we don't need to skip through the video because it's quite close to where we are. And let's see if we can find the next note as to where to meet Scrope. And he said it was somewhere around here. And it's just up there. Or at least it seems to be up there, but...
Revelio.
Let's see if we go to here, can we just... Ah, hang on, that's why they're there, isn't it? Almost there. Head for the pumpkins. Just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
So it's going to be just down here, about 120 meters, so not too far. So let's go just down here to see what secret Scrope has, or if it is just another note leading us on a wild goose chase. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So we need to search for another note, which is just here. Mysterious note. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the
Down
broken
to the
docks.
water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
I just want to see if I get that chest, but it looks to be inside the building. And I don't think we can go in here. Oh, we can. Well, it'll be rude not to go and get the stuff that's left laying around. So what we'll do is, how far away is it? It's only 86 meters, so we'll head down there very quickly. Will not take us long at all. So we just need to go down and around here to see what Scrope knows. We'll just jump down here and see what happens.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Okay, so we've got, of course, what can I do for you? I'd rather not risk trouble with Black, or happy to undermine authority if it benefits me. I like that answer.
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return. Continue.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Okay, I want some information first, so how did you know about the book I found?
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me about the ring.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
What happened to your ear?
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
I'll go.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
So, we've been given some toast to put on a pedestal, but it is 150 meters away, so let's head over there.
I suppose that's where it goes.
So let's see if we can get in using the piece of toast. It looks like it's a magical spell cast to keep it hidden. And there we go, an opening has been formed, so let's go through and see what we can get.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah. Ooh. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a Black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? not my finest moment.
May I have
I'd
them?
like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
How did you lose your head?
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why the toast?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How did you steal
How
from
is it possible to
Peeves?
steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I'll see you at the
I suppose if
forest.
that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Okay, so this is quite interesting. So there's the map.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
So this quest is a rather interesting one because I've not done this particular quest before. So the quests with Richard Jackdaw are all dependent on which house you are in. So quite interestingly, I believe this quest for Richard Jackdaw is different dependent on which house you're in. So last time I played was in Hufflepuff, which is the one that will take you to Azkaban prison. However, the one with Slytherin seems to have you chasing after this, though it ultimately always leads with you going into a cave at the Forbidden Forest. So let's see what we can learn, what we can get from doing this. But we need to return to Scrope. Oops.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black Family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Just so we can learn Expelliarmus. So just got a little cutscene here, just of the class, and then I think we're going to do the assignment after that. Yeah, so let's go over here.
Take care of everything I have.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter.
Okay.
Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
So that is Expelliarmus.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Okay, so we need to stick this in here. We'll take off, oops, it's not what I wanted to do. I need to put Levioso back there. Let's Expelliarmus.
You seem to have the right thing, but keep practicing.
Incendio. Accio.
Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Okay, so that is going to be a very useful spell. But the quest with Jackdaw's Tomb, I believe is called, or Jackdaw's Rest, is ready to be done. So we need to meet Richard Jackdaw at the Forbidden Forest, which is quite a way away, so let's skip through until we are there. So speak to Richard Jackdaw.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Absolutely we shall. So we need to follow Jackdaw through
Aside from
the
bird
Forbidden
bath,
Forest.
Anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Okay, yes, as he says, keep going, see what we can get. I'm going to hopefully try and find some Horklump juice while we're here. But we will have to see.
Waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
So let's head up here and we're just going to try and get to where we need to be. I'm gathering as much as I can on resources while we're out and about. But let's see if we can get up to his to the cave where Richard Jackdaw died. Let's see if I can just get through there. There we go.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Okay,
There
so
it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
whisper the password into the bird bath.
Intramuros.
Ah, so this is going to be the entrance to the cave. So let's wait for that to open and head in.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Oh no, okay.
Incendio.
Ouch.
Expelliarmus.
So we need to defeat these.
Incendio.
Ouch. Not a clever idea.
You know who you're dealing with.
Okay.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Okay, so we're just trying to dodge as many attacks as we can.
Incendio.
There we go.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see
Now,
what
our
Jack
health
does
is
lately.
a little low, so we are just going to need to be careful, but let's enter Jackdaw's tomb. But if nothing else, we can get a bunch of Horklump juice. So between videos, as I said, we should be able to make some Wiggenweld. And we'll get the moonstones from that. And if we hit all of those, hopefully the door will open and we can see what we will find.
Impressive. That must be where all this leads.
Okay, so through the gate we go. See
Castle
what
visitors down here.
else we need to do. Our health
I wonder
has
if any of my
recovered.
spells will help me from this.
So we can use Incendio to clear out cobwebs, as was told to us in our lesson where we learned it.
Incendio! Potato!
Okay. Now, all of this is about wand work. And being very quick on our ability to use the spells that we have learned. But let's go in here and see what is through here.
Touch those.
Potato! Stupefy!
So, we're getting quite good at using Stupefy when we need to.
Incendio!
Ouch. Though it's not helped when things come up behind us. Ouch.
Incendio!
Ouch.
Potato!
Okay, right. Ow. I'm gonna have to use my,
Expelliarmus!
I'm gonna have to use the Wiggenweld that I have, even though I don't have much of it. Ow. Things keep coming up behind us.
Potato!
Okay, right.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Ouch. And that's us dead. Right, okay. What I'll do is I will come back here in the next video because we are unfortunately out of time. So we'll do this in the next video, which will be up next week. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.